Superior is a part that is above another part. An example of this is the nose is higher than the mouth. It's above the mouth. Inferior is a part that is below another part. The chin is inferior to the forehead because it is below the forehead. Anterior is toward the front. An example of this is the features on your face here are anterior to the surface of your head. Posterior is toward the back. The posterior surface of the arms are facing, arm faces back. This is an example. Medial is a position that is closer to the imaginary midline of the body. This is the midline about here, and the eyes are medial to the ears because they're closer to this midline. Lateral is a position that is farther away from the midline. An example of this is the ears here are lateral to the eyes because it's farther from this midline. Proximal is closer to the point of attachment. An example of this is the elbow is proximal to the hand because the elbow is here, the hand is here. This elbow here is closer to the point of attachment, which is here. Distal is farther away from the point of attachment, and an example of this are that the toes here are distal to the ankles here because these toes are farther from the point of attachment, which would be here, than the ankle would be. The sagittal cut, an example of this is right here because it's divided into right and left portions, and for coronal and frontal, which is like this, it's divided into anterior and posterior. For transverse, it's like this, a cut horizontally. A superficial cut is a cut on the surface, or towards the surface. It's closer to the surface of the body. A deep cut is away from the surface of the body and farther from the surface. A contralateral cut is on the opposite side of the body. An example of contralateral, as shown here, is the right hand is contralateral to the left hand. Ipsilateral cuts are cuts on the same side of the body. An example of ipsilateral is that the right eye is ipsilateral to the right ear, as shown here.